Hey guys, it's a rainy, stormy day. Well, it's rainy and my babies are by the door. They love the fresh air, don't you, Jill? Hi, honey. You cute little man. Oh, what you doing a scratch? Jelly, you can't sharpen your claws on me. I'm not a scratching post. Yeah, that's right, Mochi. Tell him. Here's a big, beautiful Australian trees. I'd open the door and go out, but then the cats will run out. Look, it's a weed garden. So guys, on a more serious note, I just wanted to say that I'm going to start making videos about my daily life struggles, so that one day I can look back on where I've come from. I mean, this channel is kind of like that. It's, you know, it's a documentation of my life, really. But I don't choose to live extremely messy and somewhat dirty. I'm being quite real and honest about this. I also live with my partner, Matt, and he has, he's got very, very mild depression, I would say, but it's not like clinical depression like I have major depressive disorder and OCD and anxiety, quite possibly complex PTSD, which I believe is part of the reason I don't... Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is why I have to shut the door. You are now the reason we don't get fresh air. Thank you, Jelly. Okay, down you go, bud. Yeah, you... My baby tiger. Cheeky bum. Look at those little faces, though. Yeah. Good night, sunshine. Yeah, so Matthew's mess is always here. He's one of these amazing engineers, ADD type personalities. He'll admit that, so it's not like I'm spreading or revealing truths about my partner that, Ow! No, you can't eat my foot, cheeky bum. That, you know, he wouldn't admit himself. But as you can see, we're pretty untidy. And look, no shade and judgment on us, you know. We're people being honest and trying to live our lives and get through life as we experience it. But a lot of my anxiety... I'm going to see if I can just film this turned around so you can see me, see how this turns out. Hello, I'm here. I'm not just a room and cats and garden scenery. Yeah, so as I was saying, I want to really start working on my anxiety and OCD stuff, which I believe is connected with childhood trauma. And the reason I don't actually clean and keep on top of things is because I'm riddled with panic and fear and decision making, and it's actually extremely overwhelming. Yeah, so I'm going to start keeping a diary as well. I decided I'm going to be writing out what I'm feeling. I'm not necessarily going to share all of that with you guys, but what it will do... Hey, don't scratch me, Misa. He wants to jump up on my shoulder. You can jump up on my shoulder, but don't scratch me, babe. But what it will do is it will start to give me, I think, a clearer picture on where I'm at and how I can then summarize that and put it into words so I can express it to others as well. Because I believe communication is the key for understanding yourself and understanding other people, making things relative, and then you start to get connection, you know, and the world needs more connection. It needs more unity and strength together, not this grandiose, egotistical power that some world leaders, who we won't name, have through dividing and conquering people. And let's face it, just killing any form of validity of their existence. Oh, there's so much I could say on just that topic alone. Something really amazing, and it's on Netflix Originals. I don't know if that's just in Australia or in other countries as well. Australian woman comedian Hannah Gadsby. It's freaking phenomenal. You need to watch it. It's Nanette. So Nanette was, I think, the name she gave to the show she was originally writing, the comedy routine she was originally writing. Very intelligent woman, very emotive and raw and real. It'll be literally one of the most mind-blowing things if you ever watch it. It's kind of her saying goodbye to doing stand-up comedy because of the nature in which she came to do the type of comedy that she does. And she realized that she was humiliating herself to keep the comedy going, and she can't live that anymore. She is part of a marginalized society. She's a gay woman, so she's a lesbian, but she doesn't want to be defined by the terms, and equally she doesn't want to be erased by the male white privilege that we all live in. So yeah, it's quite breathtaking. It's real, it's raw, it hit my heart so hard. I didn't cry, but I was just feeling so much from watching it. Yeah, just watch it. It'll be ready to cry. If you're any kind of human and you feel anything, be ready, because it's as real as it gets. It's funny, but it's also unbelievably raw. She'll take you from laughing to just dead silence. And you notice that if you watch it with the audience. Oh, arm muscle, where are you? Switch arms. Oh. So you'll see it in the audience. They're like laughing one moment because she's saying something that is funny, and it's that style of humor that's brought her through her comedic years. And then they drop into silence because she says something so real and so raw that people are just like, fuck. Oh my God. Yeah, so get on it, watch it if it's available to you. It's called Nanette, and it's a Netflix original. Hannah Gadsby, Australian lesbian comedian. I don't even want to address her like that. She's an Australian woman and she's amazing. That's all you need to know. Yeah, so I'm going to do my best to do some more videos focused on me, because it's all about me, didn't you know? So I just want to say to all the amazing people I've met through YouTube as well, whether you know that I know of you or not, I'm just going to rattle off some names. So there's Tripolar Troy. His channel is largely based and created from the fact that there wasn't a lot of information about bipolar type 1 rapid cycling. And so he started a few years ago documenting his own life and his own struggles to share and, you know, foster a community, I guess, and create that supportive network for people out there. There's another amazing woman in the bipolar community, Jessie Rose. I hope, Jessie, that's your actual channel name. Oh my gosh, my brain. She's an English woman, and again, just rocking it, you know, discussing her type of bipolar, which I believe is bipolar 2. She discussed medications and you know, her journey's documented there. So if you go to, I believe it's Jessie Rose, you'll be able to find that information on YouTube as well. Amelia Lecter, She is an amazing woman. She has spoken about her schizoaffective disorder on YouTube, which I believe is a combination of schizophrenia and bipolar type 1. I'm making it maybe an assumption there, so I'm not an expert on these things. But again, just talks really candidly and openly about what she's experiencing and different elements of her life, which is really interesting. And a really beautiful person who's just so open and friendly and supportive. Yeah, so check her out. There is also my friend Lauren. Her channel is Des Chroma. And again, schizoaffective disorder is one of the diagnoses she's been given. And they also are friends with, all three of those women actually are friends with Troy. And they have, we've all kind of connected and keep in touch via the YouTube channels at the very least, just chatting there and leaving each other comments and support and friendship. Yeah, and Des is really, she's got quite a creative energy about her, I think, and interesting perspectives and outlooks on life. So she's always open for interesting discussions on her channel as they come up in her live feed specifically. But yeah, another amazing, supportive, caring person. Rocking Roberta, she is quite a character and a loving soul. She's gone through Suboxone recovery. So Rockin' Roberta, if you Google that or search that on YouTube, you'll also be able to find her channel there. And she talks more on her journey of substance abuse and recovering and moving on and where she's at with her journey. That's just one of those words that some people hate, isn't it? Well, it is her journey, whether you like the word or not. It's her journey, it's her life, so that's what it is. And there's probably a whole heap of other people. Kelsey Diane. Now, she's another American woman who is really amazing. She's just put out her latest video. She has bipolar type 2, but her latest video, she's just come out and said she believes that she has body dysmorphic disorder. So, she's a photographer and she's constantly dealing with images and, the way things are curated and things like that, because that's part of the nature of the industry. So really interesting young woman and another really sensitive soul. So get on and show her some support. She's amazing. Who else is out there? Victor Otto, American man. He's really inspired me to get back into my spiritual self and develop that spirituality. He talks a lot about the ascension process. If you're someone who hasn't heard of that before, his channel will definitely open your mind up to it. If that's where you are in your own spiritual journey, you'll know then it will just be a penny dropping, yes, this guy's onto it, which it was for me. And it's nothing, what he talks about, I essentially have heard all the information there before, but it just keeps my mind open, it keeps my heart open. And certainly not just on his channel, but on any of the channels, you'll often find people that you can connect with in some way or another, and you can always support each other just through there. It's a great medium for that. So use these platforms positively, forget the trolls, and be brave and be yourself, because you are awesome. It's true. So anyone who's come to my channel and found it, I am a mishmash of all kinds of things. So, self-discovery and identity is something I'm continuously traveling the path of. Yeah, so stay with me if you'd like. If you like my channel and are interested, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm always trying to respond to comments as I see them and they come up. Start a chat with me. All right, guys, I will post again soon, no doubt, and have a lovely moment in your life, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Okay, more cats. Ready? Bye. Say bye, Miso.